Hey guys, Mark Rosetta here. Welcome to another little series of What the Talk webinar. I have got Katrina Ferguson, who is a family lifestyle photographer from Victoria, who will be joining us today to teach us about Pic Time. Pic Time is a really cool online software that is kind of newish. When I say newish, I'm talking about a year or so. Traditionally, Pitsy Set and Shoot Proof have really been the only stakeholders in the game. And now Pic Time's come along that I think is just a little bit slicker, a little bit cleaner, a little bit more user-friendly, and a little bit easier to sell artwork online for galleries as the other ones. So I'm going to flick it over to Katrina. She's a lifestyle family photographer, uses Pic Time, has used Pic Time for quite a while. He's not an ambassador of Pic Time, just someone who's passionate about helping people wanting to learn and selling artwork and making more money and looking after you and your family and lifestyle, because that's what we're all here for, here to learn something new, learn new tricks, see what's in the game, and see what's available. So Katrina, I'm going to pin your video and just, I can do allow multi-pin. Look at that. I don't know what that meant, but anyway, let's just pin your video.
Me neither.
Add pin. Stage is yours. It's all yours.
All right, so this is the time when I share my screen. And just for the sake of clarity, I'll let you all know, I am actually recently a partner as such, like an affiliate of Pic Time. Yeah, not in a paid way, but yeah, they invited me recently on in that capacity, which is awesome because I have been blabbering on about it for quite some time. So that was nice. And I do genuinely believe in it. So it's nice to back products that you do use and believe in. All right, so I better pop this into presentation mode. Let's have a look. So
awesome.
Off we go. So this is my goal for today, right? So we've got a few people who are already using Pic Time, which is awesome. And if you guys have anything to contribute, please let me know, because I'm not an expert. I'm just a user and I'm just figuring it out along with everyone else by experimenting and all that sort of stuff. So, but I want one of two things to happen. I want you to either come away from today and know that Pic Time is something that you really want to have a go at, you want to have a fiddle with, you think it's going to work for you, and you're keen to get stuck into it. Or conversely, you know that it's not going to suit you, that it's not something you're interested in, and you can just not think about it again. So either one of those two things I think is good. Let's see what happens. So just in terms of what to expect today, I'm going to run you through a general overview. I'm going to introduce you to the new Slideshow system that they've introduced, run you through the sales apps and automations that are available, the art gallery system. I'm going to run you through some of the general pros and cons, the alternatives to Pic Time if you're not keen on this system, some of the pricing info. I've put together a big resources blog post for you that I'm going to point you to. It has a discount code in it as well. And I'll pop in and do some quick demos, probably ping pong in and out of those as we go. Mark's going to do the big giveaway at the end, which is awesome. And then we'll run the Q&A as usual. And that's the point where we'll say goodbye to the people on the replay. All right, so we talked about this briefly, but this is what we're giving away. So it's a 12-month advanced bundle plan, and you have to be here to accept it. So you lucky ducks, I'm a bit jealous, actually. I could handle a free year. And yeah, it's worth over $650, which is massive. So thanks for showing up and good luck. We'll see who wins. All right, so this is my little disclaimer. I thought this is really important. So I'm not an employee. So anyone who uses Pic Time is you get your own code and all that sort of stuff. But I'm not paid to do any of this. None of this is Pic Time's content that they've asked me to use. It's purely all my personal experience, my personal opinions. So just keep that in mind. I'm not an expert, but I'm doing my best and I'm really loving this platform. So I hope some of that translates for you. And all the information that I've included is as accurate as possible at this time.
Because they change so often.
Well, yeah, look, the video will live on, won't it? So
yeah,
just to be clear. So I'm going to run you through quickly the who, what, where, when, and why. Now I need to just shuffle you guys off to the side. All right, so this is Nareet and Amir. So these guys are the husband and wife team that founded and run Pic Time, and they're really lovely people, which is also another thing that draws me to this platform. It's just nice when you get a little sense of who's actually running it, and they're very present and just nice people, which counts for a lot for me. Oh, we'll skip ahead. So it's an online gallery, but it's not just that, right? So it's got lots of sales tools. It's essentially an e-commerce platform for photographers. If you just make that little mind shift switch, it's now a slideshow builder in-house in the system. So you don't have to have, you know, another subscription to another program and bring those into Pic Time, which you can do, but you can now just do it all in-house, which is massive. Again, cost saving and just time saving, you know, streamlining your workflow is massive. There's the art gallery platform. I'll go into that later, but that's also something that you can use if you want to sell prints, you know, sort of if you want to do open edition prints or limited edition, you can frame, you know, all the different products, you can do that as well. And it's got all the marketing automation systems throughout Pic Time, which again, we'll run through a bit later. So Pic Time, where does it run? It's an online platform, right? So anywhere you've got the internet, you can use Pic Time. So you can certainly use it, you know, you can send it to your clients and let them use it independently. You could also use it with them, you know, in a Zoom situation. And you could also just do it in person if you still wanted to have that touch point and do it in person. You could still use this as your actual platform to do that. So it's pretty flexible, which is another draw card for Pic Time. And it's also, I think because there is also so much you can do with Pic Time, it's sort of, yeah, it's limited only by your imagination and your configurations and that sort of stuff. They are connected with labs all over the world. So you don't have to be in Australia. Obviously, they service photographers globally, and you can hook up with labs that are local to you, or you can hook up with labs internationally. It's entirely your choice. And they have staff and all over the globe as well. So their live chat support actually runs 24/7, which is pretty handy. So this is the thing with Pic Time, right? It feels very new. It's only just sort of come to the fore, you know, of our consciousness as an industry, but it's actually been around for quite a while, obviously being developed, but
oh, wow.
Yeah, technically
Yeah,
it started back in, no, I didn't know that either, to be honest, Mark. I signed up in 2018 and I assumed, as you foolishly do, that oh, it must be new because that's when I signed up. But no, it's been going in the background for quite some time. So they do know what they're doing. And this is their why, or this is a part of what they say. So we strive to give each photographer tools that will simplify photo delivery, amplify visual experience, and maximize business potential, which yes, tick, yes, please, I can handle all of those. And this is why I love Pic Time so much, right? It's, as Mark said, it's modern. It's a very contemporary platform. Nothing daggy about it. It feels very much at the front. It's beautiful, but it's also really powerful, which is massive. You know, that's a really hard balance to find or mishmash to make. Personally, I believe this is where the future's heading. But again, obviously that's entirely subjective. But yeah, look, find out about it and don't be left behind if it is something that you think is going to suit your clientele, which is probably the most important thing. So these are some of the labs that Pic Time is integrated with. So these are 3 of the Aussie labs, Atkins, Saldex, and Memento Pro. Lone Pine was in there too, but I believe they're closing down, unfortunately. But there's a full list there of all the other suppliers, and you don't actually have to hook in with a supplier if you don't want to. You can self-fulfill. So you can technically sell products from any lab, anywhere. It's entirely up to you. It's just a slightly different way that you do it in the system, but it's very possible.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it is pretty cool. There's lots of opportunity. So this is super exciting, the slideshow builder. Like I said, it's brand new, and just the fact that you can do this now is massive, such a time saver. So you can do your slideshows in multiple formats, your standard, your widescreen, or this is massive. I don't know any other program that does this, but please correct me if I'm wrong. You can make slideshows in mobile format.
Yeah, wow.
That's so, isn't it?
So
yeah.
cool.
So you can, and it's really quick. It's a very, like, it's, I don't know, there's no sort of lag. It's all very, you know, drop and drag. It's really quick to put something together. And you can obviously, you know, the mobile slideshows, it's a game changer, right? Because now you can make little, you know, marketing slideshows essentially very quickly from every single gallery you do.
Yeah.
You can make, if you're a wedding photographer,
stories and reels and
that's it. Things. Stories, reels, IGTV, absolutely. All that stuff, you can now just do it like that, right? And you can make, you make a slideshow and then you can duplicate it and change the format. So like I'll make a mobile slideshow first. And then once I'm finished with that, I'll duplicate it, reformat it to standard size, make a couple of tweaks depending on the design that you've used, and it's done. So again, just massive, you know, and you can sell these straight from the platform, which is brilliant. Did that just skip through? Yeah. You can put watermarks right throughout the slideshow. So you could either do that as a sort of, you know, obnoxious watermark as a global on every slide that's the same, or you can opt to watermark each image that you're using in the layouts separately. So it's really flexible in that regard. You can obviously change all your colors and styling stuff. There are more than 6,000 licensed music tracks, so you can get in there and poke around. You can favorite all your favorite tracks, and they go into their own little list for you, which is awesome. And, you know, they're all divided up into genres and moods and that sort of stuff, like you can see here. You can embed slideshows straight into your website as well if you want to. You can download them, share them, all that sort of stuff. They've got the beat matching system. So all the different songs, you know, with the artificial intelligence, it's all picked out all where the, you know, key beats are and the rhythms and that sort of stuff. And it, you know, sort of your images can sort of dance their way through this slideshow in a dynamic way rather than just a constant pace. So they're really engaging in that sense.
Right.
Actually, what I might do, if I get it out, I'm going to show you they've got this 1 minute video, and that will actually probably do a much better job at showing you what's possible. So you guys can see this, yeah?
Yep.
All right, let's have a quick watch. Fingers crossed internet plays the game.
The online galleries with the best tools for your business now include the best slideshows. Easily create slideshows in Pic Time and expand your client's journey with sound and motion. Select licensed and curated music from a large library and enjoy automatic beat matching. Customize the colors, text, format, watermarks, and layouts to fit your preferences. Once you're done, you can simply share, download, and sell straight through your galleries. Creating slideshows for your clients is a great way to present your work and elevate your brand. Pic Time. This is how you grow your online photography business.
Nice. So cool. And I'm really excited about that because, like, you know, we talk in the Shooting for Success that a slideshow is a product. It's its own product. Like, you don't have to be giving it away all the time, or it's a value add product that you could value it at $300 that you give as a gift that costs you nothing but 5-10 minutes of pressing some buttons.
Yeah, and you can use it as a pull-through item too, you know, an incentive, you know, buy this or spend this and we'll give you this slideshow valued at for free. So
perfect.
Lots of options. and it's just really efficient too, which I think is massive. Like, you can muck around with slideshows for ages, you can get really stuck in that, but it's very fast, which is super, super important. Later on, I can show you a couple of the examples as well, if you like, if there's time. So why I use Pic Time is it suits me and my family as such. Like, I'm not spending a lot of time, you know, going off to in-person sales appointments. I'm not having to have people come to the house. It saves a lot of time, and I also just really enjoy the system. I like sort of, you know, like I said, I find it really modern. You know, I do a lot of online shopping, and I think, well, I know my clientele is similar in that regard, similar demographic, and just lifestyle wise, it really suits them also, because the majority of my clients are newborn parents. So it's just one less thing that they have to pack up and go off to an appointment to do. You know, we just set it up and it's all online. Obviously, to get the most out of it, as with anything in our industry, basically, the education needs to be there to get the most out of it, right? So you need to be explaining how the process is, how it all works. You know, you can run them through the system in a demo, all that sort of stuff. If you get that stuff in line as well, which I'm still working on, to be honest, but it does help massively. Excuse me. So it's got this dynamic storefront, right? Which is this as an example. But so when clients are in their gallery, when they start liking photos, the photos that they like start mocking up into this storefront area. And when, as the photographer, before you send your gallery off, if you go in and like your favorite at least 6 images, they are the ones that will mock up into the products in this store area straight away. So I can also show you that quickly, how it looks. So this is an example of a storefront. And so, yeah, these images that have mocked up into these products are ones that I've, excuse me, clicked like on in the background, and then they automatically start populating into there. So instantly they're getting this visual smack in the face, if you will, of these products with their photos in them, and either the ones that you've chosen for them, or once they start doing it themselves, it's automatically generating what they want to see into the products, which is super handy, obviously.
Yeah, I think that's rad.
Yeah, isn't it? It's quite clever. And actually, yeah, that function alone was what made me switch to Pic Time to begin with, because I knew that I didn't want to do IPS, so I really wanted to pursue whatever I thought was the best online system. And in terms of bridging the gap between online sales and in person, for me, Pic Time is that, offers that.
Very cool.
Oops, come back. Sorry. Sorry, guys. I can't. That little thing's in the way. I can't. One moment.
Side the minus button.
Minus button.
Right.
Oh, there it is.
There you go.
All right. Sorry. Typical glitch. Another massive thing for me is the live chat support. Now, I have relied on this heavily over the years. When I get stuck, they're always there. In peak periods, sometimes you'll have to wait, but typically you can just get on straight away and be chatting with someone live, which is so useful. It just saves a lot of mucking around with sending in tickets and emailing and blah, blah, blah. And they're also, sorry, Mark?
So much better. There's nothing worse. There's nothing worse when you need a quick fix and you have to submit a ticket, and it will be replied back within 48 hours.
Exactly.
So
frustrating. Exactly right. So yeah, it's just genius that they have that. And get this, the live chat is actually available to your clients and anyone who visits their gallery as well.
Oh,
yeah.
Nice.
Right. So so I always say, like, make it sound, like I have this live chat support team. I tell them it's not really, but you can say, like, and I say to people, if you have any troubles, use the live chat support, like any technical issues, use the chat support. That's what it's there for. So again, just another resource that is included in the system, yeah, that extends beyond the photographer as well. It's super handy.
Yeah, love it.
And it's a really flexible platform. So these are the things that I've actually used it for in my business. I've used it for domestic galleries. I've used it for bulk, like kinder daycare photos, graduation photos. So when you've got, you know, all different sorts of parents and people logging in and ordering and downloading. I've used it for commercial clients. I've made a pop-up shop out of it because you can actually set it up so that clients can add their own photos as well. If you want them to, you can allow that. So if, you know, a wedding client says, oh, I've got these other photos that, you know, Uncle Jim took, can I include them in my album? Yeah, sure, no worries. Put them in the system, and then once they're in the system, you can start using them in the designer. So it's genius.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And then I also use it just as a showcase, you know, portfolio gallery. Like I've popped a few photos in there and I have it on the website so people can click through and just, you know, get a little feel for how the online system works, which is handy. All right. So moving on to the sales automations apps, right? So this is sort of the marketing part, and this is a massive, powerful thing that Pic Time offers as well. So as you can see, there are heaps of them, and I'll quickly run through them. And if you've got any questions, save them for later. We'll come back. I haven't used them all, full transparency. I think, can you imagine?
Yeah.
So I started with the simple ones, and I've tried a few, and putting this presentation together, I'm actually excited to try a couple of the other ones that I didn't know that much about until I sort of, yeah, dug into them a little bit more. So this is sort of how it looks on the inside, all the different options that you have. You can pick and choose. Some work, you know, together. You can pair them up, stack them as such. Some don't, like some will conflict. But for the most part, you know, each one has sort of been designed with its own system, as I'll show you now. So coupons. I need to get you guys out of the way again. There we go.
This is why you need 2 screens. Hey, Katrina. It's like,
yeah, well, that's true.
I dump everyone on this side and I've got the one screen.
Well, that's really handy that you tell me that now, Mark.
Yes, sorry.
All right. So I can't see you guys, but off we go. So coupons, right? Let's start simple. Coupons, pretty simple, yeah? So you create your own promo codes if you want. The system can also generate random ones for you. You can do percentage off, dollar off. You can offer free shipping, free product, or you can even do product at cost price if you're running a gallery for, say, family or what have you. Lots of options there. So you can use the general coupon app that will create a master coupon and campaign that you can assign to any gallery, any individual gallery, or you can create these campaigns, right? And then you can assign them to a whole bunch of galleries at once, which is pretty cool, right? So particularly for seasonal campaigns that you want to run, it's massive. You can create a campaign and send it. You can just trigger it in all these galleries if you want to. And then there's also single-use coupons if you want to do like a special offer and sort of tweak it each time you do it. So there's lots of flexibility. Nice and simple though, coupons. And I imagine most of the gallery platforms all offer coupons of some description.
Yep.
So Pic Time also, in the system, they have a lot of these holiday campaigns that they sort of design and set up. So they give you all this, you know, banners and imagery that you can tweak as well. You can certainly add your own and change the colors and fonts and blah, blah, blah. And they also do these templated emails that you can use either as is or adjust to suit your own. So all these seasonal offers. Black Friday, Christmas, Mother's Day, Valentine's, they do a whole bunch of them, and it's all just sitting there in the system for whenever you want to use it.
So easy.
All right, abandoned cart. Apparently they say that this is one of the biggest, one that forces conversions as such. So people put things in their cart and forget about it or change their mind or whatever, get distracted. You can trigger these abandoned cart campaigns to say, hey, you left it in your cart. How about a little, sweetener to get you over the line? Something like that to sort of get them back in and over the line.
I think this is really, 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 really cool, because how many times have you gone to buy something and then went, no, I'll come back. And
I'll come back. Exactly. And then you totally forget. Yeah. So now you can give a little gentle poke. And, as with anything, if they want it, they'll go, oh, awesome. How good is that? That they reminded me. And if they don't, they'll go delete. It's just, it's genius in that regard. You may as well offer, So you can also, in the system, you can go in and design a product for your clients, and then you can send it directly to them. And you can either attach a promotion to it, or you can just send it as a little reminder, just a little knock, knock, check this product out. And when you do that, it makes this made for you section. So they can click in there. You might have one, one product that you really want them to buy, and you can make it for them and pop it in there. Or you can make them half a dozen products and let them have a look, and, all going well, add them to their cart, right? And so each app, they give you this system down the bottom and they tell you how it all works, give you a visual aid to help you understand it, which is great. And obviously they go into all these, how they all work within the system. And on YouTube too, they've got videos of each one and how it all works and blah, blah, blah. Digital gift cards, right, another massive one. So your clients and all your guests can purchase credit for themselves or gift it to loved ones, right? So you can set up to 3 different amounts, lots of money, $25, $50, $100. And then the recipients receive the discount code, information and reminders and banners, and they just punch in, in their cart, they just pop in their coupon code or the credit code as such, and it comes off their total.
Awesome.
Yeah. And there's, with this one, there's nothing to stop you too from using it as a registry almost. Like if you were having, okay, so I do a lot of newborns, right? So I could say, would you like me to set you up a registry or like
a baby shower gift kind of registry?
Yeah, exactly right. So you could do that, right? You just need to have at least one photo in this gallery, right? So you could get them to give you a photo or just put up a generic photo.
Yeah.
And enable the gift card option, and then you give them the link and you say, here, share this with your loved ones and friends and colleagues. They sign in, start adding gift cards to your account, and done. Like, it's, the theory is that easy that, yeah, they can gift that way, and it's easy for everyone, and you're going to use it for something, that you're going to have forever.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
There's more, Mark. There's so many more.
I'm messaging Pic Time on Instagram right now as we talk.
Okay, go for it. All right, so the gallery backup. This is running, you can do this in 2 different apps, right? So there's the existing gallery backup, which offers a subscription-based gallery backup service to your clients. So it gives them unlimited access and it automatically renews annually. So again, that's a product that you could easily sell or offer as an add-on if people, like I usually let my gallery, I give people 30 days, but a lot of people who use Pic Time give them a year or offer them this service where they can just keep it there, for safekeeping. And then whenever you run a sale, they can get that sale as well because they've still got their gallery live. And it's potentially, if you set this up and promote this as a sort of, it's recurring income, and it's offering them a service as well. So really, really
so good.
Cool. And then there's the gallery to backup system, which offers this end-to-end gallery experience for the main client as well as any guests. So they get progress emails letting them know that the gallery is going to be released soon. Then they get an early bird offer when they first get into the gallery. And then when it gets to the end of the time, again, that could be the 3 months, 12 months, however long you set it. When it gets to the end of the, let's say, year, it automatically fires off this expiration promo. So it lets them know that it's about to close. If they want to get anything, here's another deal. If you want to have a deal, a promo, discount. And then, yeah, the backup service can turn on again as well. And this is something like with any of these apps too, like you run through and you set them up once, and once you've got it the way you want it to go, it just sits there and you can, tack it on to any gallery that you like.
Rinse and repeat.
Rinse and repeat. Exactly, Mark. Yep. Make it work and then make it keep working. So there's a gallery migration app as well. So if you're already with another supplier or provider and you are loving the look of Pic Time and you want to switch, they can actually do that for you. And I've got some information a bit later about that and on the blog. But when you are switching, you can fire off this promotion to your clients and let them know that you sort of swapped, that their gallery has a new home, and you can run a promo at the same time to say it's in this new spot, and if you want to have, you can have 20% off for 14 days or however you want to run it. Another little offer that you can keep in mind, to use for that purpose, certainly if you're switching over. So the gallery expiration. So you can set and promote your gallery expiration to help sort of boost those last minute it's running out sales. And again, with all of these, you've got custom banners and emails. You can control all of that. You can add in all your own copy and, colors and all that sort of stuff to make it suit your branding and your style too. There's the gallery visitor boost automation. So this one is a 3-step process, right? So you can invite people to pre-register for a gallery. You can actually do that with any gallery. Like for instance, when I've done the kinder and care photos and the graduation photos, I've set that up a pre-registration link, and then you share that. That goes out to all the parents or whoever the big audience is, and before there are any photos taken, before there's any gallery, they pre-register so that when you do release the gallery, it automatically fires off to all those people straight away so they can get in. And this is actually, aside from the automation app, you can also do what's called a pre-registration loop. So if you're doing expos, or even if you were keen and you wanted to do it at a wedding or something like that, where you're going to have a lot of people and you just want to get their information into the system, this little request to view the gallery screen, you can set it up to automatically refresh 10 seconds after it's been completed. So you can have your little iPad there with a sign that says, register to view the photos as soon as they're ready, what have you, and it'll collect all the emails, and then come the time you can fire it off, which is super handy. So yeah, this one you can invite them to pre-register, and then you can trigger an early bird promo when it opens, and then you can have an expiry promo on the end if you want to as well. So see how it's sort of, there are common themes with a lot of the apps, but they're all sort of set up in sets, to help for that particular purpose. And obviously they're going to suit different people and different genres and jobs and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
This one's really cool, Mark. I think you'll like this. You're always talking about, getting in contact with newborns and stuff for their 1 year or cake smash and that sort of stuff.
Yeah, cool.
You could definitely use this for that purpose. So it's called the anniversary gift, but obviously you can use it for birthdays, wedding clients' anniversaries, a working relationship anniversary. Again, it's just a matter of thinking about how you can use it for your particular genre and clients. So yeah, it's just going to, whatever time period you set, it's going to automatically trigger this promotion. So here, your baby's turning 1, you know, come and have a discount on the photos that are there, or you can, you can sell mini sessions too, which I'll show you in a second as well. So lots of possibilities. There's the post-order promotion. So once they have already placed an order, you can send this as a follow-up to try and incentivize to get that another little order in if you'd like. So it's like a thank you offer, which is another cool one. Really simple, but quite nice as well if you want to reward people who are ordering their products with you. There's the rolling publish app, right? So you can set up a limited time sneak peek prior to publishing the full gallery. And often when you're doing the sneak peeks, we would recommend using watermarked images, or you can watermark slideshows so that they can't screen grab it or what have you. Protect it that way. So you send out your sneak peek, and then it follows up with releasing the full gallery and full store, all opening up with an early bird promotion. And again, you can see in this one on the right hand side, the early bird banners. So you can see the different sort of banners that you can have in your gallery. You can choose to have, just one, or you can do the full set. Text banner, large banner, a photo banner that's inside the gallery. So they're going to get a reminder as they're scrolling down. And that one has a timer in it too, which I think is pretty cool. I use that one a lot.
That's cool. The
old, that sense of urgency. It's literally ticking, ticking, ticking. It's going to run out soon. The simple sales system, this is another one. This one's quite a whole nother system of its own, which I have used in the past with success. So it's designed to offer the benefits of IPS, in-person sales, in terms of a greater sales average, bigger sales, but without the commitment of doing in-person sales, right? So it's the same as the rolling publish app that we just looked at, but it offers 3 packages, right? So you get it sends out your sneak peek, and at the same time as that, it offers these 3 packages that you set up, and your gallery, the client's gallery and store, won't open until they have made a purchase at that point.
Right.
That makes sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So when using this system, and obviously you want to educate your clients that you're using this system, and that at this point they're going to choose their collection, their package. So you're going to know with this system what your absolute minimum sale is, which is part of it too. It's like it's the knowing what being able to have predictable income. And you can also add in upgrades to that as well if you want. And those packages you can obviously fully customize to suit what you like. And yeah, I have used this one a lot of times. The first time I used this, I actually didn't even let my client know in advance because it had only just sort of been released, and I thought I'll try it. So they didn't even know I was going to use this system, but I just went along with it. I sent them their preview. I was only using slideshows. So you can send a preview slideshow or a set of preview images, or all of them if you want, that obviously watermark them, or you can send a combination of both. And I did that, and they bought more than $2,000 worth of product and package straight away. And my mind was blown. It was probably luck, but this stuff, it can totally work. There's a lot of potential.
Totally. It's awesome.
Yeah. This one will probably interest a lot of people too, mini sessions, right? So you can offer a limited time mini session little promo directly from the gallery. So not just your client, but anyone who views that gallery, so any of their friends, family, guests, whatever, they can see and can buy a mini session of their own, right? So awesome idea. They're already in there poking around, having a look. And if they're loving what they're seeing, they can sign up straight away to have a session of their own. Yeah. And you can, as it says here, you can do that directly from the gallery, or you can integrate an external link to a landing page if you want to drive traffic that way and have your own system, with a form or whatever. You can do that as well.
Cool.
Super flexible. And again, this is how it shows up in the shop here, the buy your mini session, which is similar to that made for you bit earlier. And then, yeah, like we said, the options there to redirect to a website if you want to do it that way. Totally flexible. Last one I think that I'm going to go through, this is the print incentive. This is a relatively new one. So you can offer your clients a few free prints to encourage them to start ordering and to get familiar with their store, right? So if they've got something, you know, to get free straight away, they're going to go in there and start playing around and get more comfortable with it all. So it comes set up with three free 5x7s, but you can obviously change that to suit whatever you want it to be. Nice. Another little one, and they're always thinking of these new things, so it's cool. You can always make suggestions and what have you. All right, I'll run you through the art galleries. So this, like I said earlier, you can sign up to Pic Time as an art gallery user on its own, or if you've got a use for this as well, you can combine the two plans. So if you're a landscape photographer, or if you're a fine art photographer, or if you've got this series of prints that you do want to sell in this way, you can do it, and you can sell them as open or limited edition prints. You can add video as well as separate just audio, and obviously written copy to sort of elevate the experience and explain, tell the story behind the work, and really help engage clients and customers that way. And it's fully customizable. Again, as a lot of Pic Time is, pick your colors, pick your font. Fonts within the system. You can't embed your own, can't import your own fonts at this stage. They include more than 25 of these really classy, simple room views that will pop your artwork. So this is literally, those three at the top are from my art gallery. And it just obviously automatically generates, what it's going to look like. So people get an idea straight away of how it's going to, suit the space and size wise in relation to other sort of common items. You can also you can design a book or an album or a calendar or something like that with your prints, these particular images, and have them in this store. So again, these art galleries too are like this e-commerce platform, right? So if you don't do, you can sort of set this up once and it sits there as its own sort of independent shop, basically. And again, integrate with the lab, so it can be fully integrated. So you set it all up, you send people to your shop, they buy something, and it just shows up at their door, when it's ready. You don't actually have to do any of the fulfillment yourself if you don't want to. Which obviously you need to know your labs and trust your labs and all that sort of stuff, but get set up properly, and it's genius. It's very low touch. And you can, like I said, you can run this as its own separate site, or you can build it into your own, embed it into your own website. So you could have, your little tab of shop or art gallery or whatever you wanted to call it. And these are just some of the room views that they have included.
Nice. Good room views as well. Nice and easy to use. Yeah,
exactly right. Drop them in, and they're all really, really nice and simple. And again, like they added all these in recently, and they just added in. Like you don't have to pay to, to upgrade or anything. Once you're in, you're in. You get all this stuff. So this is the art gallery pricing. Like I said, like sort of for landscape photographers and people who have photos that you want to sell as their own thing. You're not sort of setting it up for a client gallery or something like that. It's your own personal photography shop. Another cool option to have.
And it'd be worth getting the advanced at $17 a month, because you don't want to pay commission.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And I think with all the Pic Time plans, they do offer, like even the client galleries, you can do the free plan. The idea predominantly being with the free plans is that you're in there and you're getting a longer chance to get familiar with the system and what have you. But yeah, of course, ideally, no, why would you bother with the commission if you can just pay that little bit and run it all yourself and take all the profits? All right, now I apologise. This list, it got ridiculous very quickly. In my mind, it was going to be this column A, column B, pros and cons, but it got a bit out of control. So I'll actually start with the cons, right? And I was trying to think of as many as I could because no system is perfect. And this certainly is, from my perspective, these are the cons of Pic Time. Well, as with any new system, right, it's a learning curve. So confession, I signed up to Pic Time and I reckon it was probably, I want to say it was probably a year before I started using it. Maybe not that long, but you get the gist. I was just a bit intimidated and I was just lazy. I just couldn't be bothered. I couldn't be bothered getting in and figuring, another new system, getting it all worked out. So I joined up to the Facebook group and I loitered in there for ages, listening, reading, learning the things, whatever. And then finally bit the bullet and got in there. And of course, now I just think, you idiot, you should have gotten in there much sooner and got set up. But anyway, so there's my advice. Don't be intimidated. Don't be scared. Get in there. It is well worth setting up. The GST component needs further development. What do I mean by that? It's there, and you can set it all up to calculate your GST and whatever, but it does this thing where when you go to the checkout, it takes the GST off, and then when you advance further, it adds it back on again. And I really, as a lay person on someone else's site, anything like that where they're tacking things on at the end that you're not expecting, I hate. So I refuse to use that. And a lot of Aussies turn the GST off as such and just include it and work it out in their own end. So that's just something to keep in mind. But I have been campaigning for quite a while to get that changed. So I'm crossing my fingers that it will change. Again, there's so much that you can do with Pic Time that you can, like I said, totally guilty that it can be intimidating or overwhelming. Start small, start simple. Choose one sales automation to try. Just choose one and go from there. Makes it a lot easier.
Choose the coupons. Coupons is easy.
Coupons is super easy. Yes, good advice. The shipping rates are high. So, for instance, if someone buys 5x7s, even though they're only little or whatever, the minimum postage in Australia is, I think it's $20, right? So it's because, and I've spoken to the labs about this, they do it because they have to cover, like I might live 2 Ks from the lab, or I might live 2,000 Ks from the lab. So they do it so that it just covers all bases, whether they have to go down the street or they have to go to some remote part of Australia. Or your clients, obviously, sorry, because you can get the product sent straight to you as a photographer if you still want to wrap them and beautify and deliver, or have them collect it, or they can send it straight to the clients. I do one of two things. I either build my shipping into my pricing and offer it for free. Actually, that's what I'm doing at the moment. I do like a free shipping so that they can see that it's there, but then they punch in their little code and they don't have to pay for it, which is nice as a user.
Hey, just conscious of time. We're just on 50 minutes.
Okay, all right. Well, we're nearly at the end of this bit, so that's good. Like I said, I won't run through all the pros. They're all there. Take a screen grab if you've got any questions. Just quickly, I saw it integrates with Studio Ninja now, and I know a lot of Aussie users use that. So it'll, they talk to each other and they figure out, the orders and tallies and all that sort of stuff. And you can have your galleries in the client portal of Studio Ninja, that sort of stuff. Brilliant prints aren't integrated at this stage, and apparently they are not planning on it. And this is a big one, really important. If you're not educating your clients, and if you're just constantly using sales and promotions all the time, you can commodify your work in terms of you can just turn it into a big sales fest all the time. They know it's going to be on sale, so they're not going to come and purchase things normally. So just something to be aware of. These are the alternatives to Pic Time. If you haven't heard of any of these, you can certainly check them out. To my knowledge, none of them do all the things that Pic Time do, but it's good to know they're out there anyway. And Pic Time, if you are with any of these guys, Pic Time can migrate you across from that system. All right, resources. So I've put together, this is the link. I can pop it in the chat when I get out of here. All the bits and bobs that you'll need that can sort of point you in the right direction. Yeah, it's all there. It's a big beast. So if you're still looking around, and it's, yeah, connects you to the Pic Time website, all Mark's previous book, the talks, all the things, and the Pic Time professional services. They have a system or a team of people that you can pay if you want some hand holding to get set up and off and running. They have that service as well. Yeah, that's it, guys. Of the formal part of it. So there are probably a million questions that we. Ooh. All right, he'll be making his way back to do the giveaway, hopefully. Can you automate sales in Australian dollars?
I lost you all.
Yeah, you went disappeared. I thought it was me.
That's never happened before. Hey, let's draw a winner.
Yeah,
let's do it. Hey, that was awesome. I actually didn't know any of that, like at all, not even slightly. I've only known Pic Time to be, it's the same as Shootproof and Pixie Set, which
no.
It is not. It is
next level.
It is nothing like Shootproof and Pixie Set. It has changed my perspective dramatically to, I want to know more now, and I want to know more, and I want to find out more. And it's actually a bit of a sales, it's a marketing machine at the same time, and sales generation machine. And it's actually a lot cooler than what I thought it was.
Yeah, which is why it's misleading when it's like, oh, I'm looking for an online gallery tool. It's like, yeah, it does that, but that's, you know, a tiny portion of what it does.
Yeah, totally. All right, let me just figure out how to press these buttons. Exit full screen. Where's my little tally? All right, and then we'll get into some quick questions as well.
Mm-hmm.
Can everybody see my screen?
Yes.
Awesome. Yes. Anyway, so we're going to spin the wheel. If you are here, unmute yourself or write in the message, I'm here. If you're not here, then we're going to spin it. So you better be quick. So, well, no, don't write I'm here now. I know that you're just, if you win, say that I'm here, not, whatever, you get the idea. All right, let's do this and spin for the winner of the Pic Time 12-month presentation. And it slows down and it slows down and it slows. Oh, she's here. Oh, wait. Oh, I don't think Angie's here.
Oh, ouch.
Is Angie here?
Oh, Angie.
I don't think she's actually here. Let me just check. No. Well, let's go again.
While that's spinning, yes, you can self-fulfill products, guys. You can use any lab that's in the system. You can use multiple labs that are in the system. You can use no lab at all.
Oh. Who's that? Judith. Is Judith here? I don't think Judith is here.
We could be here all day drawing the winner.
No, she is.
She is.
Wait, I think she's here as David, isn't she? Oh, there you are. You're waving. She's like, unmute me. I won.
Talk to us.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, sorry, there's a lot of noise going on in the background.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Oh, look, I think that's the most amazing program.
Yeah.
It is.
So glad I joined. And that was a great presentation. Thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome. Sorry, there's so much that I could show you, but yeah, head to that link because I've put heaps of other stuff there, and obviously it's all online. And Pic Time have their own YouTube channel that has heaps of, you know, webinars and stuff that walk you through the process. So there's heaps out there.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It is very, very cool. So Judith, Katrina, what does Judith need to do?
Judith, can you you can't type it in here, but can you private message Mark in this chat or at some point with I just need your full name and your address and your email address, please.
Yeah, I'll do this. I'll start a three-way chat.
But yeah, congratulations. That's awesome, Judith. And don't do what I did and waste all your time being scared to get in there and muck it up. Just get in and play, experiment. Don't be scared of it. It's worth the learning curve. I know learning curves are annoying, but gee, there's a lot of potential if you stick with it.
Well, I've been wanting to change my system, and I've been putting off talking to Mark about it because I didn't know what system I wanted, but that's perfect.
Awesome. There you go. It was meant to be.
I think it's going to be really, really cool as well.
Yeah, congrats.
Judith, I think it's going to be great. Here you go. Why doesn't that messenger connect you to us? Anyway.
And guys, if you want to do so they run a free 30-day trial, right? So you can do that. And if you're still not sure, then I'd probably, like, if you still want to play in the system, but you're not ready to release it to clients or whatever, do the free plan because it's got the commission. But if you're not, if you're not yet selling stuff, it doesn't matter. Or if you're selling stuff and they're taking commission, so be it. You're not paying for the program, but 30 days. And the promo code, which is just sort of my nickname as such, KATFERG, KATFERG, you do your trial and then you sign up. That'll give you another free month. So technically, if you've decided after that 2 months that it's not for you, cancel. And
let's zoom through some questions.
Yeah.
We'll go through nice and quick. Hey, for the recording though, see you later.